What up, Nolly?
Blood pressure. Oh, we're done.
Hell yeah.
We gotta change what we celebrate. We gotta change what we celebrate. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, Nolly. I don't know if it's sodium. I don't know if it's what you need to work on. But like, let's get it down. Let's get it down, man.
That's
Let's
funny.
get it down.
Hey guys, we gotta change what we celebrate. Yeah, that is a universal motto right there.
Omar, did you move or is this in a very
I'm in
extended trip?
California, so it's nice. But I'm like, it's just the only difference is it's just hot.
Because I don't got no AC in my car, so I got in my car and it said feels like 100, and I was like, feels like more, but okay.
Feels like you're lying.
Like a man.
Yeah, I tend to do that. I ain't gonna find somebody to lie to right now. We're gonna find a white man and lie to his face right now. I'm here to think about telling people the truth. That's the problem with you, Huey. Find a white man and lie to his face right now.
Welcome to Do It for the Lord. My name is William.
I'm Omar.
You know, I don't know if y'all messing with the audio visual or not. I don't know if that's having any influence, but we all here. We all here. Thank you for tuning in. Black Nerd Problems, Do It for the Lord. This is episode 9, which we'll talk about what episode 10 means in a little bit. But we're happy to be here. I'm in a good mood today. I don't know. I can't really tell you why. I'm just in a pretty solid mood today. Before we move on, of course, I want to tell you, if you like what we're doing, like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, help us out as we pushing up. I think we have reached or pretty close to 4,500. So we're trying to hit that 5K. We're trying to hit that 5 stacks before the end of the year. So help us out there. Help us out. And of course, we'll talk more about Black Nerd Problems and the things we got going on. But I just want to throw it around to my crew. I'm going to start with Omar, because I usually start with Nolly, and we get derailed with the very simple "how you doing?" So I'm gonna throw it to Omar first this time. And actually, I'm not even gonna ask that question. What I'm gonna ask is,
change up.
What you been up to today, Omar?
Oh man, I'll tell you what I've been up to. I've been up to I'll say that for the deleted scenes. I've been up to getting these goddamn subscriptions. We're trying to put these fucking videos out, trying to edit shit. I've been recording, waking up early because it's cooler in the morning, so I'll be there recording, writing these essays for Black Nerd Problems with lanterns. Now I gotta do an essay a day, so gotta get back into the old 2015, 2016 me when I was back when I was a young man.
Not when I was a youngster.
I've been also reapplying lotion because it is very hot, and I start scratching. I'm like, I guess I gotta put lotion on again because it is incredibly hot. So that's what I'm sweating and I'm working well.
Before we get to catching up on what Nolly's productivity's been, I do want to ask this as a quick aside. You are, I know maybe it sounds weird for people to say, but like, you are a legit content creator. You spend most of your time making videos, and I would call it like nerd educational videos is kind of where I would kind of go down the path of explainers, kind of, saying different contexts and whatnot.
That's very kind.
You wake up in the morning, you're like, is it like, I gotta get this one video out today, or I got this one idea I need to flesh out, like the Cliff Notes. What's that look like? Omar said, fuck it. He just hit the camera, hit record, and be like, whatever come out of this bonnet. Okay.
If it's a show, if it's a show on like lanterns, I'm like, hey, like sometimes I'd be like, maybe I'm talking about a show too much. I'm like, I have a Green Lantern tattoo. I've loved Green Lantern since I was a kid. Like, we're gonna be talking about this, but like on a day where there's nothing big I'm interested in, it is okay. What comic book storyline is sticking out with me today? What scene is sticking out for me today? What fight scene is sticking out for me today? Write them down. Look at what I've written down. Like, all right, how many can we get through today? Because I'd be yapping. Sometimes like, all right, got 2. All right, did 6. All right, 1. But then it's always like, all right, I will edit. Then it's the editing. So it's like, all right, the filming. All right, editing by this certain time, hopefully, and then all right, let's. Oh yeah.
Does editing take the most time?
Let's try and write.
What takes the most time?
The filming sometimes, because like how in
the filming takes most time.
The filming takes longer as opposed to maybe. No, I'm still quick on writing the essay. I'm still. I pulled a pen out for those listening on Spotify. I'm still, got the rust off. But the filming takes a lot because it's all, I don't write anything down, so it's on like a teleprompter in my head because we've been writing for so long. So it's like, we don't need to.
It's the Jigga Man shit. Okay.
Yeah.
But you still don't stop at Target. Nolly, what have you been into today? What you been doing today?
Listen, work. Oh my God, work. I need a break.
I mean, yeah, she got vacations coming up.
Listen, I don't, but I need to. I need to.
Don't we all?
I got to go up to corporate in October, so I was thinking about bringing my family with me so that I could take PTO the last few days of the week that I'm there and we could go into the city and stuff because
it's not a terrible idea.
I need a little something and I need real pizza.
Oh, the Florida pizza ain't getting it?
Oh, they allow pizza there?
Damn. That's what we doing?
Yeah.
That's what we doing? We doing the stand-up?
They allow pizza food here.
Pizza
food is what
adjacent?
they feed. It's what they feed real pizzas to grow up and be big and strong. But we don't have real pizza here. It'll say New York style, but it's not New York style.
Y'all like
but New York style, Chicago style. Like New York, I feel like you just gotta be in New York for that.
You never heard New York style before?
Listen, I don't think so. No.
And they'll be like, "It's New York style," and I'm like, "Where?"
That's wild.
There's 2 pizza places near me. One, the guy just moved down from Brooklyn and opened up a few months ago.
There you go.
He is the closest I've had to New York pizza, but the other one ships spring water from New York to make the dough. And I'm like, that's where it's at. That's
a lot.
That's where it's at.
We got a decent amount of things to talk about today. So I kind of wanted to get started on that. Out the gate, and I don't know if we're going to do this every week, but we do record every week. And right now, Lanterns is showing every week. Omar, tell me why I shouldn't love this show. Because right now, I kind of love this show.
Even if you're not, I would tell you it doesn't stick to the comic books. What does stick to the comic books? There ain't no reason, man. It's the best kind of thing where it grows on you too, man, and it's good. As you said before, as we've been saying, they say True Detective. What they mean is Training Day. It's just vibrant. The characters as well. It cherry picks what it wants from the comic books, and what it does is give enough flesh to the characters while still giving them time to be a different type of character for a TV adaptation as well. So you're kind of getting the best of both worlds, and you still it's a mystery. What's happening here? We don't know. I'm gonna keep watching.
It's real. I do wonder, Nolly, you can chime in on this too. I like a slow burn, but I do wonder if they're teasing us a little too much, kind of just putting the carrot out a little further before we start getting to, because we have a lot of mysteries hanging up right now. We have, it's not really a mystery, but who are the aliens exactly, right? There's been a lot of speculation about who the aliens are, where they're from, where they kind of fit into the Green Lantern lore. There is a manhunter somewhere in Nebraska, so of course we have all these characters. Which one is it, right? But there's also the mystery. We have more mystery about Hal's backstory, right? How he's connected to all of this. And I think if, kind of reading off this episode, but looking at the trailers for the new episode, the next episode coming out, episode 3, there's going to be a lot of stuff about John's background and John's dad and what connection he has to the Lanterns and all that. Man. And then there's the Sinestro thing, which the Sinestro thing is a complete wild card. So it's a lot of stuff that's in the air, right? A lot of spinning plates. And I don't necessarily want to wait to episode 7 to get answers. I kind of want to get some of those sooner rather than later, right? I don't want 6 weeks of mysteries. I do want to start knocking some of these off the board and getting some clear answers, but that's just me as a TV viewer. Nolly, what about you? Like, what's the like in terms of the pacing? Like, what we're finding out? Like, are you good with it, or like you kind of ready for some answers?
I need a little bit of answer. Cause I'm not trying to do the typical HBO thing where nothing happens and then suddenly season finale is like bam, and I'm like,
Hmm.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
okay. So I gotta wait 2 years for this.
fair. So, like with the Lindelof show, there is going to be something that we've seen already that is going to be recontextualized in some big way. Like that's what's coming. Like now, I don't say that as criticism. Almost always, well done twists and things like that. Uh, but I know that's coming. But like, I kind of like. I wouldn't mind if we found out who the Manhunter was like next week,
Mm.
right? Uh, I think the show does subvert a couple things. Something I thought was really cool. There's a lot of shows that would have had, and also just for everyone listening, we're gonna move straight into spoiler territory. Spoiler territory. We're gonna talk about episode 2 of Green Lanterns, which the title of the episode was Trustfall.
Trustfall. Yep.
Yep. Omar wrote the review for it. That's up on blacknerdproblems.com right now. A lot of shows would have had John keep the secret from Hal that he not trusting him and all that. A lot of shows would have milked that for about 3 episodes. Right?
Yeah.
And
I feel
John
you're,
was like, he was like, man, they told me I shouldn't trust you. So, which I think is like that's a very John thing though, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not here for the bullshit. I'm not here for the cat and mouse. Like, I need answers. I need to make a decision. I don't even know if I trust you, but this is the best path for me to go right now.
When you say a lot of TV shows will do that, I'm laughing because I'm like, which TV shows? Well, because we call Will a TV snob. Sometimes Will's like those goddamn primetime shows that do a Channel 7 show. I'll die before I watch a Channel 7 drama. I'd rather eat salt.
Yo, cop procedurals, I'm out.
Tell him.
I'm out.
Tell him. What don't you do? What don't you do?
And the reality is, you can give some nuance to like some medical shows, and I've not seen The Pit. I've heard The Pit is structured differently than most TV shows. I have no opinions except for those I've heard from friends to say it's outstanding. So I'm not including that. But like all procedural shows are cop procedural shows. Let's be very clear, right? Like they're all someone in law enforcement is working with someone. Someone's like law enforcement adjacent, whatever. I'm over them shows. I'm done with those shows. More so, I value good writing and good performances over everything, pretty much. So if I can guess where you're going too early, like I'm out. I'm just not interested anymore. And of course, TV, especially on network shows and procedurals are comfort food. They are created in such a way where you're comfortable because you know the beats. And that's just not my kind of entertainment. So that's where my TV snobbery comes from. But no, I think a lot of shows would do this whole like, right. John's hiding this from Hal, and then so it can create a big blow up.
Yep.
And they have enough friction and enough mystery and enough things that are probably going to set each other off. They don't need that. That's manufactured, right? Yeah. And they don't need that. So I thought that was cool. That John was kind of like, fuck it. Yeah. They don't trust your ass, dog. And Hal was like, oh, okay. All right. Green Lantern's like, da, 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 da. All right, boom, I'm out. Right?
Which just me?
I saw a lot of criticism. I loved that he was like, this fucking oath. Speed run the oath. It's like when you're playing a game and like you skip the dialogue or you fast quit the dialogue. Like that's what it was like. And I thought that was dope.
If your album has interludes, Hal Jordan's not listening to that shit. Skip.
No, skip. You got 3 skits in a row? Skip.
No, I can't do this.
Skip.
I can't do this. Get to the beats.
But Nolly, what was your favorite part of this episode? What did you enjoy most about this episode, do you think?
Listen, my man Hal was really just dragging bodies out to the car. Oh, willy-nilly. I know it smelled bad. He was just...
It killed me he put a seatbelt on the one in the front
seat.
I didn't even notice.
Safety first, okay?
He put his seatbelt on my dude.
Can't get any worse, but just in case he's...
But on that note for that, it looks like because he's been antagonizing John from the beginning, like, you're not mad, I'm late, hungover, you're not mad.
Yeah.
John's, and I realized it was after, I was like, that's John's rental car. And then he took the grill out through the metal detector, got the alien, and I'm like, so he's even conducting an investigation, I'm still, like, it has to be deliberate to piss, didn't even ask if you could use my rental car, and it's I am taking note of the times we see Jon Stewart, or he's like, because we seen him like very contained, like, oh, I'm in control of my emotions. It'll be sarcastic in the tone of that addressing of Sir, but then also when he's woken up with the water splashed on him, he's like, and then he kicks the door. I didn't notice that before. And then when he's like, what happened to the car? And he's like, oh yeah, you got alien, good one. And then he slams the door, and it looks like that's what prompts him to be like, all right, fuck it, since we're here now, they don't trust you. Like, I wonder would that still have happened had he if that hadn't set him off.
That's a good question. That's a good question. I think, because there's part of me that thinks, he's being antagonistic to John, because he does have some resentment of John. Like, and this really goes into the Sinestro part, which I don't know. Again, you got to stay away from online discourse. I love this introduction of Sinestro.
Oh yes.
I do, because when Sinestro doesn't have a power ring, his other superpower is manipulation, right? Yep. And so I kind of just love how he just toys with Hal. And, he only got, that scene is like 30 seconds, like 45 seconds? And so much work is done in that. But get to that in a second. Imagine you're Hal Jordan. You are a Green Lantern. You've been a Green Lantern for, what does it say? He's been a Green Lantern
40
for
years.
Yeah. So.
His back don't hurt?
Right. He's been a Green Lantern. It's been his beat. Again, at this point, there's only one Green Lantern per sector, right? Or per, whatever. So you do feel special. You do, but you also, like, you're good at your job, right? And also, that's something I like. That's something, I guess, if we want to pull some True Detective stuff, I do like seeing people in TV shows that are good at their job. Yeah. And for all, like, because, like, you can make the argument that everything Hal does is kind of an act that disarms people. They're annoyed. They're kind of, whatever with this dude, blah, 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 blah. But, like, when he's doing all the stuff with the aliens, that's Hal being good at his job. Right? And so I enjoy that. But you're good at your job. You've been doing this. You've seen things that most people cannot imagine. You got your ring from Abin Sur. And you're trying to, like, piece together. There's still kind of a mystery. Now we have that's the other mystery. What really was the, he said, I think in the first episode, that was, I had a feeling in my gut there was something else to Abin Sur's death. So that's another mystery now that I'm sure is going to be part of this. Like, how did he die in this universe, whatever, this version. But this nigga John, the Guardians just picked him. Yep.
True to the comics too.
What would you feel some resentment? Would you feel some, again, you think you're hot shit, blah, 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 blah. You probably feel some kind of way. Yeah. And so I do think there is an intentional animosity towards John. But I also think sometimes, like, even the rental car, John's just another dude, and I got work to do. Yeah. Like, the way he runs over the sheriff, the way he tries to talk, at the ranch and all this other shit. I got shit to do, and y'all in the way. Yes. So I think that's part of it too, right? Where it could be antagonistic to John, but also John's just another motherfucker that I got to deal with while I'm working.
I know what I'm doing, and y'all are going to be, just like I said, that was an alien. Oh, he's not an alien. Okay, the guy that deals with aliens doesn't know what an alien is. Told you it's an alien, but I want to see y'all's take on this, because when he was running around with it was interesting seeing how he was running around with the power ring he knew was depleted, but like he was calling the bluff with it, like, all right, I'm gonna break into this morgue, I'm gonna do all this, but then that moment on the ranch where he's like, I got the power ring, I'll just deflect the bullet, bam, you shot me? You shot me. Yeah. You shot me. So it was like your bluff got called, and it was like he was running around with a lot of privilege that entire episode, and that was like white privilege means white privilege. So it was like two magnets going against, and then seeing him like take the bullet. I'm like, you are like your bluff was called, as opposed to John, who we saw like protecting his construct that he made and something that the power that he created something with, he was protecting the entire time. Whereas Hal was like going without that power, but like bluffing like he still had it.
Well, it was a huge miscalculation because even if he had the power ring and stopped the shot, they still get their point across.
Yeah.
Like, unless they thought Hal was about to demolish the whole ranch with his
Yeah.
power ring, which they knew he was not going to do, they kind of had nothing to lose taking a shot at him.
Yep.
So he just got over his skis on that.
And he gave the game away too. Oh, it depleted. Oh, you were depleted. Like,
Now I got a question for you. How fast was John running on that freeway?
oh my god.
On the Matrix 2 scene. You know what I'm saying? The Matrix Reloaded. Without the cables.
Usain Bolt, my man.
I love athletic actors, dude.
Yeah.
I love athletic actors. Like my go-to, like when it makes a difference when you have an athlete as a performer,
Mm-hmm.
I always go to my dude that played Darth Maul for in the Star Wars prequels.
Oh yeah.
Like you can tell that dude's an athlete. Like
Yeah.
the lightsaber duels look amazing because that dude is an athlete,
He's
right?
out here with it.
And I always think about that. And so with him, again, I made that joke from the first episode. I was like, I thought it was gonna be about 7 minutes till they had that brother run because he looks great running. And like, did he need to run in this episode? Probably not. Did it look amazing? Yes, it did. I was all about it. I think John's part of this, like his half of this episode was like really good. Like just the character development. We're gonna get more of it next week, but like the character development of John was like really freaking good this week. Just man, Pierre's really good. He's really good.
Good.
What Omar, was there a part that stuck out to you?
I think because you asked the favorite part earlier. I think my favorite part is like, and then doing the password for the the pocket dimension, which in the comics you can just Orlando can just reach into it and take his ring out with the ring and take the battery out.
How big? Like it's a real dimension.
Yeah. So we saw it in Peacemaker. We saw it in Superman. These different. So now we're seeing a much more condensed version of it, and how even having a password for it, and that password being Mogo doesn't socialize, which is a joke.
So
it's a
good.
joke
Yeah.
among Green Lantern Corps about a fucking planet Green Lantern that can't
A
go to
sentient
Oa.
planet. Yep.
Yeah, because he'll fuck up the whole his gravitational field will fuck up the whole thing. So that was a great nod there. But also seeing John like, oh man, the suit that I wanted, and him bringing the suit even. It's like, why'd you bring this? Like, oh, well, did you put on my bathrobe and stick it in my hairbrush? Yo, fuck you, fuck you, man. What a dick.
What a dick.
But like those moments where we get to see John be that kid again, like when he created. I think it's the first time we see him smile when he created that bird, and he's like, what? Yeah, and he's like,
well, then
nothing.
how heartbreaking it was when he destroyed the bird. Like, yo, that's good TV making. Cause raise your hand if you were attached to the bird.
Yeah, I was there.
Like that was so cool.
I was ready for him to be in more episodes.
I thought we were getting that bird all season. I thought we were getting that bird all season. I thought it was gonna be a situation where it's like we would go 2 episodes and I see it, and then John goes back to his hotel room and like the bird's like
chilling.
just yeah. Oh, I forgot to let you out. Yeah, go ahead. You know, get some air. Yeah, a little heartbroken when he got rid of the bird, and he was too. Like you see the expression on his face, he's like, oh, I gotta do this.
It does
I'm
bring
trying to prove a point. Yeah.
Improving that point. It does bring up a good question of because the ring acts like it's like a psychoanalysis for a person. Everything that informs your construct comes from your background, your ethnicity, your line of work. Everything about you informs your constructs. So when Hal asks him like, all right, what's with the bird? Like,
his dad absolutely made him shoot a bird or something.
yeah, everyone's like the Kingsman theory, right? Like, you made a kill bird.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a tragic bird story coming in next episode. I feel pretty confident about that.
So there's a lie he tells, like, because I'm like, no, there is definitely something to that. You're lying about, or subconsciously you don't realize it, or you are actively lying, and you're.
Well, it's interesting because like, I think there are 2 I think both John and Hal are wearing masks,
Yes.
right?
Mm.
I think there's a, it has nothing to do, like, the will is strong with both of them, right? So it has nothing to do with them functioning as Green Lantern, but, like, John is very much trying to show that, like, Hal can't rattle him, he can't get under his skin, blah, 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 he's going to be stoic, da, da, da. We obviously know there's more beneath the surface, right? Like, we know there is anger in John. We know that there's, but, like, he's keeping that bubbled up. And so, even with him destroying the bird, he's trying to prove a point. Oh, it was nothing for me, right? Like, this amazing thing that you did not acknowledge, it was nothing for me, right? Like, boom, boom, I just kind of did it. I think we all know that's not true. The same way that I was talking about, like, Hal kind of being the aloof and just a loose cannon, da da da. But, like, he's also really fucking good at his job, right? Yeah. He's not a buffoon, right? And so I think they both have these masks that help them kind of navigate through the spaces they want to get through. But I think that's really interesting. So, what I want to ask about. So with John, well, I guess with both of them. Well, Natalie, let me ask you this. Kind of as someone who doesn't know the comics in that way, what did you think about the very end with Sinestro and all that? Like, what were you left with the end of that episode?
I was like, I know that name. I don't know that man, but I know that name.
Oh, I should have worn my Sinestro Corp shirt. But
I thought he was.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm just worried it's gonna be a big tease, and we're not gonna follow up on it for like another episode. It's gonna stress me out.
I think that's true, but I also think Sinestro is going to be a huge part of the show. Mm-hmm. Like, he may never leave that cell. Like, this might be like a Hannibal Lecter situation, right? Where he's like the consultant in jail, right? But I think he's going to be a huge part, and I would not be surprised if we got a flashback to. Oh, Omar, that's what I was going to ask you. Yep. I would not be surprised if we got a flashback to the conflict that put him in the science cell. Which would be dope. So I saw some people talking about this. So they said his crime was he tried to stage a coup.
Yeah.
And that he killed a Guardian.
Yeah.
And I saw someone was like, wait, I don't remember Sinestro ever killing Guardians. There was, Omar, and I know you know, what run was it? Was it part of the Jeff Johns run?
Jeff Johns run, it was Hal Jordan that killed the Guardian.
It was who?
It was Hal Jordan that killed the Guardian.
Okay, so I'm not familiar with this. Refresh me with this then.
It was during it was Sinestro Corps or Blackest Night. It was when I think that Guardian was revealed, say that was like infected and everything.
Yeah.
And Jordan goes through, and Sinestro was in Sinestro Corps War. He was trying to kill a Guardian. Jordan stopped him because like, yo, I still think I don't give a fuck about the Guardians. I'm trying to save you. I think it was in Blackest Night. They had to stop that Guardian, and Jordan killed him. And they were like, that shouldn't happen. That's never happened before.
So tell me, did I dream this where they were defending something and like Sinestro was a Green Lantern again? Yeah. And Sinestro gets the power of something.
Yeah.
And he kills all the Guardians except for Ganthet.
He doomed Ganthet and Said to he doomed them to like an exile.
But I thought he killed everybody else. Because in that the same run where Hal's like, were we ever? Yeah, so we're not friends anymore, and he's like, Hal, we were always friends.
Actually, I think you're right. I think you're. Wait.
I could have sworn he killed a bunch of. Anyway,
this is 40. This is 40.
I could have sworn there's a part where he killed like all the Guardians to be spared Ganthet.
You're right. He spared Ganthet inside and doomed them to be together, and like that was his piece.
So peace anyway,
it was masterful.
I mean, but I have to for someone to kill a Guardian is like,
you're right.
Woof. And so I want to see how that went down. Before we move on, I do want to talk about blacknerdproblems.com, our website, and we have memberships up on the site right now. We are doing a Founders before September 1, heavily discounted memberships, no paywall, see everything, go to get some bonus content, of course, depending on what tier you select. Come check us out. I think we're doing good work right now. I think we've got a lot of awesome stuff on the site. The site looks awesome. So hopefully you come check us out there. So, yo, Gamescom is going down literally as we speak. Where I think it's the as we're recording this, is the second day of the Gamescom.
Mm-hmm.
They had the opening night, which is gets everyone talking because you get all these trailers. But like as the days go on, you start getting announcements of new stuff and also more details about maybe the stuff you saw on the opening night. So tons of stuff introduced. Nolly, I'm going to go to you first because we're talking gaming. So give me some stuff that stood out to you. New stuff, more depth stuff. What you got?
I'm a little overwhelmed, but we did finally get like story trailer for Gears of War.
Mm-hmm.
Got to see a little bit more of Silent Hill, which I'm still a little skeptical on because if I know my peoples, we not fucking with some weird shit. So I want to know how they're going to convince me. They're going to convince me that a black person just stumbled into this whole Silent Hill shit.
But it works if he try to get out, right? Like it works if he's like
is he?
Oh shit, where am I? Nope. And now I got to get out of this shit. So
like I just picture him walking down the street going da 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 da. Like I need it to be believable.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I'm still gonna be seated because I am a glutton for punishment. So.
The voice acting looks very good on it. I kind of like the character model. Looks very naturalistic. Like just black dude trying to get out of a bad situation. Is what it looked like. So, and I kind of like that. He's got it's puzzles and whatnot, right? It's like he ain't fighting his way out. This ain't like a melee thing. I'm sure there's gonna be some element to it. There's always Silent Hill, some element, but mostly it's about the psychological horror and blah blah blah. So I'm interested. I just kind of want to make sure they do our people right, as you were saying, Nolly. So
yeah, there's also is it like 1,000 threads or 1,001 threads of Mazan or something?
Yes,
that looks cool. I'm trying to be on a magic carpet. I'm trying to be like, I could show you the world, bitch. Like,
yeah, looks very cool.
Hit me.
Looks very cool. Did you see the new Fable 18-minute gameplay trailer?
Jesus.
Omar, you should check it out. I think you would dig it.
It looks real good.
I didn't see the 18 minutes. I was like, yeah, 18.
Yeah, it's cool. They kind of take you into like a town, and so like it shows how every single person in that town you can interact with. You got kids playing and all this other stuff, and then every building you can go into. And I think they end up going into the Heroes Guild and meeting one of the quote unquote heroes. And it's very much a never meet your hero situation because it's like a Slav and all that. It looks really good. Looks really good.
Xbox exclusive is Fable.
Maybe. Maybe. It looks dope though. Looks dope. And the promise of the Fable games has always been about choice and how the world reacts to you. Right?
Nope, so, not exclusive.
Not exclusive. Almost I mean Sony's the only one that really has like exclusives these days. Nintendo, but that's the whole other thing. But Fable, the promise of Fable has always been about your actions in the world influence the world, right? So I remember in the first Fable they were like, if you have a haircut and you become a hero and you become famous, you'll go to towns and you'll see kids that have your haircut because they want to be like you. Like that was like the example that they gave. And so so your deeds and like this, they talked a big thing about like you can own every house that in the game, and you can be a landlord and kick people out, and like you can have like one spouse per town kind of thing, something like that. But you can also get divorced and you can have kids and all this other stuff on top of all the adventuring, right? But graphically it looks great. Great. Anything else you saw?
I think that's kind of top for me. They threw a lot.
Still throwing a lot. All right, my quick list things I saw. Of course, I have a number one, but they showed us another trailer and got more details for Dawn Walker, Blood of the Dawn Walker.
Yeah,
looks pretty damn good. There's a couple of like strategy games that dropped
Oh,
that I think
the Game of Thrones one.
I think the Game of Thrones joint
It
looks
looks kind of
good.
good.
It's a
So
strategy
they
game.
Kind of good.
yes, it's like a real-time strategy game like think like Age of Empires or like the Total
Mm.
War games and stuff
Yep.
like that. And that probably makes the most sense. Like they've tried to do like this like third person action games with Game of Thrones or one of the Game of Thrones games I liked a lot was like those like Telltale style games where
Mm-hmm.
like you were, making decisions and dialogue stuff like that. But like this makes a lot of sense. Because you can probably pick a faction. You can probably pick the North, or you pick the Lannisters or pick, whatever. So I think that looks pretty cool. There's also speaking of that kind of game, there's I think it's called Afterworld, which is made by Paradox. Paradox, same people that made Crusader Kings, made Stellaris, made a lot of those real time strategy games like that, and turn based strategy games, whatever. But they have one that's like post apocalyptic, almost like a Fallout environment. So it's the first non historical game they've made, but it looks pretty good. Yeah. So the one that came in and took everybody's lunch money, and I wrote about it on the site. Fucking CD Projekt Red, dog. Like they came in and they were like, yeah. So not only is the DLC that we talked about for The Witcher 3 coming out next year, and it's going to be the size of Blood and Wine, which was like the size of most games.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 10 years after the fact, here's this huge DLC coming out that's going to bridge to Witcher 4, presumably. We're also going to remaster Witcher 3 itself with new animations, new traversal, new weapons, new fighting mechanics, new finishers. I'm like, new graphic update. This game came out in 2015, yo.
Look, they finna milk it dry, and I will be there anyway.
But the thing that is wild is that they have. So, like, for instance, I would say, what was it? Was it GTA 4 that came out on like 4 different platforms, or maybe it's 5 or something stupid, right? Like, they just kept like remastering, or they did. How many different Last of Us versions are there, right? Like,
Too many.
With The Witcher 3, it's always been the same game. And here's the other thing too. Every time they've upgraded the game, because there was like a next gen update that happened, I think I put it in the article that happened like back in 2020 maybe or 2022, something like that. And now this is the remaster. Every time they've done this, if you've had the game, the remasters, it doesn't cost you anything. The upgrades have not cost you anything. Think about how many. I mean, I don't know how many times I paid for the first Last of Us. I don't know how many times, like paying for these games multiple times. And they're like, no, if you got the game, the upgrade's free. It really did come in and take everybody's lunch money because I don't think anybody expected. And they released trailers for both. They released trailers for the next gen update, or I'm sorry, for the remaster, and they released the trailer for the DLC coming out next year. And it's the best looking stuff at GameStop. Like, it's fucked up is what it is. It's fucked up is what it is. Especially when you got Rebel Wolves, who are a former CD Projekt Red people, about to have their big release come out next week. And so they got this trailer for Dawnwalker, and they're like, that's cute. More Witcher 3 on the way. Like, goddamn.
And
but
The Witcher 4 is not out yet?
No, that's going to be... They've confirmed. So there's an interesting bit about this, and I don't know anything about markets and how these things work, but so The Witcher 4 got announced that they are aiming for a 2028 release. Okay. Apparently, whether it's prediction markets or whatever, most people thought it was going to come out in 2029. And they said the market value of that prediction or something is like lost like $500 million because the anticipation was that it's going to come out in 29. So them being earlier than most people think is like sunk the... But has nothing to do with the game, has nothing to do with any of that. It's, this new era we live in of evaluating, value of stuff. But Yeah, so that's probably that makes sense. If the DLC comes out 2027, then Witcher 4 is supposed to drop 2028. But also they're supposed to try and drop 3 Witcher games in a 10-year window, I think they said.
Damn.
So we'll see.
Yeah, money.
I mean, CG Projekt Red absolutely has money.
Listen, every time they post a job, I apply every time.
I got into this a little bit in my article about talking about the Witcher announcements that happened this week. I'm not gonna try and soft sell it. Like the launch of Cyberpunk is perhaps the worst launch of a AAA title in the history of video game in modern history, modern video game history, right? And it was greed. It was greed. Like there was a lot of things, and again, even if the game launched in perfect like technical condition, the game has changed a lot through different patches, through reworking a ton, to where it's so much of a better game than it was when it launched. But it was greed. Like they tried to put those games on last gen consoles that could not handle the hardware, could not handle what they were trying to do. Because here's the thing that's wild. I might write a retrospective of this at some point. When Cyberpunk launched, I played it on the PC. I had next to zero issues.
Yep, I remember.
It was all about them trying to put it on the PS for whatever,
PS4.
like PS4, whatever, and of course it led to it getting pulled off the thing. But I say all that to say, if they had done a better job of that launch, because CD Projekt Red, no matter what, that's always going to be on their resume. There's always going to be a yeah, but like, oh, y'all remember that Cyberpunk launch though, right?
Yeah.
If they didn't have that, we talk about them like the same way we talk about like Rockstar quality.
Yeah.
Because as a game, CD Projekt Red does not miss. They don't miss. And like Cyberpunk right now in 2020, since 2023 to now, I put this on everything. That's one of the 20 best games ever made. I really believe that. It's insane how good that game is. So I just it's weird how history works. But like CG Projekt Red, like they don't miss. They don't miss. They fuck up. But like on a game, they don't miss. So anyway, more Gamescom news. I'm sure we'll have more stuff. We got people throwing up stuff on the site. Mega Man has a game coming out that looks really interesting. It's been a while since we had a good Mega Man title, and some other stuff has dropped too that came from that. So more stuff on that. I want to move quickly to Rockstar finally responded to the leaks.
It took a minute.
I mean, I don't know, but again, I don't know what they're supposed to do. And again, this is not me having any sympathy for them.
What can you do?
Except try to stop the leaks, but like, what comment is there to make?
Were they cursing?
Of course not.
Whack.
I mean, go ahead, Nolly.
I said whack.
Yeah.
No cussing.
No cussing.
Crazy.
I mean, I'll give you like the very, very Cliff Notes version of it. We know many of you have been waiting to hear from us regarding the events of the past week. It would be an understatement to say that having videos of Grand Theft Auto 6 gameplay leak in this way has been heartbreaking for our team. Obviously not how we intended to see the game after all this time. It just goes on to say, like, we know we have to exceed your expectations, so we've been working really hard on that, and yada yada, and hopefully see you on November 19th. So if you're watching this, in all likeliness, the gameplay trailer, whatever thing that's dropped on Netflix will have already aired, which means it's gonna be all over the net 5 minutes after that. We talked about this last week. I don't know really what there is to say about it. Like, leaks kind of suck, but also there's some background on this though that I was listening to something. There was a leak. So the game GTA 6 kind of got announced via a leak many years ago, right? And everyone kind of knew they were working on GTA 6, but nothing was official, nothing was out there. And then there was a leak that showed like really super pre-alpha build stuff, right? I can't remember what year this is, years ago. And because of that, Rockstar / Take-Two, whatever, has taken all these precautions, like how you take your pay time off, how you access things from the office. Like you can't access the assets, unless you're in the office. So there is no like working on certain stuff from home. Really kind of, I guess you could say, draconian kind of conditions. Or at least not in the most modernized way, because they were trying to control the leaks so heavily. And then this leak is like much bigger and much more significant and closer. Like the people working got to be pissed.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, what have we been doing all this for? So the fact that Rockstar still has not even really, at least publicly, identified where the leak even came from, that's rough.
Like you out here leaking Rockstar, you could be freaking leaking these fucking student loans to get them gone, bro.
Listen, Sally Mae is right fucking there.
It kind of makes me think, it's like, do those institutions have just the most like nailed down security ever, or we just have the worst generation of fucking hackers that's ever existed? Like, just don't give a shit about the people whatsoever. They want to kill your enjoyment.
Yep.
They want to make a name for themselves, but they ain't really trying to help out the folks, man. Like, where's your Fight Club spirit at? What are you doing with the credit card companies, fam? Can we get to the zero debt? Nah, we got fucking GTA 6 leaks. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, one of the last things I want to talk about, somber note, just kind of a quick hitter for us. So, as we record this, Dolly Parton passed away.
Why, Lord?
Yesterday. Tim Curry passed away today.
Listen.
I mean, dare I say, it's a couple of pretty decent white folks right there, man.
Top tier whites. Top tier whites, yo. They got him.
And, like, look, we're not going to do a big wind up on it, but whether it's a memory or whatever, like, what sticks out to you? But you can pick either one, Omar. Like,
Dolly,
what kind of stick?
Dolly and was it Patti LaBelle doing singing over the acrylics? I first saw that years ago. I was like, cold. All right.
Yeah. Nolly, what about you?
I think for me, more recent, just because, and that's a whole long ass conversation in this essay I will for another day. But Beyonce coming out with a fucking country album and people being like, what do black people know about country?
That was mine.
And you got the motherfucking Dolly Parton on the album?
Cold.
Bitch.
That was mine. Mine. Dolly was out here for the people. I mean, and most recently, again, people going to try and spin it some kind of way. Dolly refused that Medal of Honor for freaking Trump, man. Like, she was like, nah, I'm good.
Damn.
I'm good. She didn't make it because, I don't like Trump. She was like, no, it's not what I'm focusing on. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Dolly, we know. We know, girl. We know. You ain't got to spell it out to us.
A story about Jack A talking to her. And it's like, aren't you upset about, are you kind of jealous of Whitney Houston taking I'll Always Love You and like making it so big? She's like, Dolly goes, let me show you something. Here's my first royalty check from that. And she's like, it was $1 million. She's like, I am not upset. I am ecstatic.
So, one, she let her do, like, her green line that. Apparently, was it the Elvis estate tried to do it? And she was like, nope.
Yeah, man.
So, like.
D. Parton,
fam.
D. Parton, yo.
I think Tim Curry will always be immortalized for Rocky Horror Picture Show. Right?
I think that was him.
And for what that means for gender identity, queerness, like the symbolism there, like that's always going to be something kind of ingrained in my memory for that. And then of course, like, is there another performance like him in Clue? Like, it's so singular. It's so singular. It's so identifiable and just like often imitated, never duplicated kind of performance. Yeah, I mean, I just these are kind of titans, right? Just titans of industry, and uh, I usually don't get too worked up about when old people pass. Like I think they were both 80, right? Um, because ain't nobody made it out this life alive yet. So like until that happens, this is a thing that's gonna happen. Um, but I don't think you can ask for much more than kind of leaving a legacy, man. And like, I know we kind of joked about it, but like, real, you got to be you got to be some great white folks for black
Yep.
folks to be like, oh my God, this person died. Why?
No.
Like, let's be so for real about that.
Yep.
I need white people to take note and self-reflect and ask, why is the black community grieving Dolly
woman did
the
a
way
whole
that they are?
A woman did a whole video on just that. She's like, hey, this is just for white people. Scroll up, you see how black people grieving over this? You ask yourself why. How she moved, man. She was moving.
I mean, and Dolly's big thing, of course, was literacy and literature and books, and trying to really provide just all these opportunities through literacy in different communities. I know, I don't know all the details, or I can't recite all the details, but like Ohio was a huge beneficiary of like millions of books that she bought, sponsored, got delivered to different parts of the state and community. Yeah, do that. Don't fucking try to colonize Mars if you got money.
Listen,
right? Like,
buy them kids books.
Buy them kids books.
The kids can't read no more.
Buy them kids books.
I got kids at work who can't count money.
Oh yeah, I'm actually surprised it's not extinct yet. Like as soon as smartphones were created, like that was done.
Like, what do you mean? I had to buy watches because we don't let them have phones on the floor and stuff like that, and I had to buy watches for them because some of the positions require like time things, and I really had to stop and ask myself, can they read the clock watch?
Can they tell time?
Or do I need to
give them a
digital?
Oh fuck. Yeah.
All I know is pain. That's real. Pain.
So yes, rest in power to Dolly Parton and Tim Curry. There's also, I mean, look, it's a big world. A lot of people passing every day, but like, there's also like some deaths that happened the previous week too, like
Hayden Panettiere,
Hayden Panettiere, and like, and so of course, like the search history for like heroes and like videos and heroes is like shot up through the roof. And
the whole cast got together actually.
I did not see that.
To honor her, like a couple of days ago, they were posting it, and I was like,
I mean, and this is not Hayden's fault at all, but we just kind of bring it up because we brought her up. But has there been a show with more potential that fell off a fucking cliff than Heroes?
Don't get me fucking started. Listen, don't get me fucking started. My husband has never seen Heroes, and so I got him to start watching it the other day, and I was like, and I'm going to watch you get disappointed.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I also just realized there were so many shows that tried to be. There's so many shows during that time period and all the way up to almost now that tried to be X-Men because they couldn't put X-Men on TV.
Yeah.
Right? They couldn't. And so Heroes is one of those shows. It's like, okay, well,
so good.
We'll fill the void since, X-Men's a brilliant idea, but we can't really get our shit together. Put a TV show on. It was so good,
then it went south.
Yeah.
Which I didn't fucking understand. And then when they tried to bring it back for the revival, I was like, there's hope.
Oh, that shit was done.
And
that shit was done. I mean, one of the coldest like lines still in TV history is "Save the cheerleader, save the world." Like, that's so dope, man. It's like "Save the cheerleader, save the world." I'll never. Yeah. Like one of the best villains. One of the best villains.
People be like, "Oh my god, these MCU villains are so," and I'm like, "Let me talk to you about my man Siler. Give me a moment. Let me educate you real quick. That man is insane."
Yeah.
Are you gonna eat my brains, Claire? That's disgusting.
Yeah. So rest in peace to her too, and she had a very kind of tumultuous life, and with a lot of struggle in there. But and also it's funny, I forgot until someone brought it up that she was, I mean, her first like big role was when she was the young girl in Remember the Titans.
Oh, I didn't know.
I mean, you squaring up with Denzel. And
Yeah.
one of your first performances, like it's a very very dope thing to kind of go down in her lore. So, I think that is gonna do it for us. Oh, this is the 9th episode. If you're watching, we're gonna try and do the 10th episode live.
We'll do it live.
Nolly's like, I was not informed of this.
Was that a threat?
We're going to try and do it live, so we will let y'all know when that is going down, so you can join with us, be in the chat, all that stuff as we having fun, talking through our shit and celebrating getting to 10 episodes, because, like, a lot of people have podcasts. Not everybody gets to 10 episodes, dog. So we're just going to keep this thing moving. It's been growing. We appreciate y'all. The support has been growing. The views have been going up. Subscribers have been going up, so thank you very much for that. But again, thank you for tuning in for Black Nerd Problems. My name is William.
I'm Nolly.
Omar.
And we will catch y'all next time. Thank you for checking out the Black Nerd Problems channel. Please like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, and check out our other videos.